New this morning, exclusive developments in the high-profile Joe Clyde Daniels case. News Channel 5's Nick Barris is live in the 5 Alert Center this morning. And Nick, another delay to the trial, and we know more about the defense strategy.
That's exactly right, Amy. And you know, so many people have closely followed this story. 5-year-old Joe Clyde Daniels disappeared from his Dixon County home back on April 4th of 2018. Now, his father Joseph is charged with homicide. His mother Crystal charged with child neglect in this case. Now, Joe Clyde's body has never been found, and there is little or no physical evidence, as far as we know so far, in the evidence file. Now, a gag order was issued earlier this year, so no one close to this case can talk publicly about it. But I have learned one thing is now certain. The case will not go as scheduled next spring. The Tennessee Supreme Court, of course, as we've reported, shut down all jury trials because of the pandemic. And that means this trial will now likely be pushed back until at least next summer. And keep in mind, if that indeed is the case, that means it will be more than 3 years after the little boy went missing before we finally see anything happening in a courtroom as far as a trial is concerned, Amy.
And what new, Nick, have you learned about the defense for the father and the mother?
Well, remember David Marshburn. He's a private investigator out of North Carolina who has worked missing persons cases around the country, has been here as well working this one. Now, he is not bound by the gag order. This is video from a year ago when he was here with meeting Joe Clyde's grandparents, using his dogs to search for Joe Clyde's remains in the area there around Dixon County. Now, he closely followed the case just last week, by the way, in Cheatham County, where 9-year-old Jordan Gorman was found safe 2 days after he disappeared from his Ashland City home. Now, Marshburn tells me that highlights just how easy it is for a small child to potentially walk away and vanish. Of course, it ended well for Gorman. Marshburn says he now believes that there is evidence that will surface that Joe Clyde perhaps wandered away and was either hit by a car, perhaps by a drunk driver in front of his home that night he disappeared, or that he was abducted. All right, authorities do continue to maintain, however, that it's the parents responsible for what happened. I expect to have much more on this case coming up tonight on News Channel 5 at 6. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right.